dudes, John here, and welcome to another what I believe should be in Minecraft. We've done one of these before. We did one with different kinds of dungeons, and I have another one coming up with more dungeons. I think that should belong in the game of Minecraft, but this is going to be more along the lines of what should be in villages or changes to villages in the game of Minecraft. And I left the village for the most part alone, I guess, but I'm going to show you guys some changes that I think would be a really cool addition to the game of Minecraft. Now, whether or not something like this ever happens in the near future, I don't know, but this is just something I have in mind that I think would be quite amazing in the game. And we've all seen villages. If we've played Minecraft, every single one of us has seen what a village looks like, and I'll show you right here. If you guys have been watching for a while, I've also shown you guys how I go through the effort of securing a village. I think every time I see a village, I have this little bit of OCD where I gotta go through the effort of making sure all the villagers are safe. Now, I don't think all villages should be like what I'm going to show you guys right now. I think this should be a unique one-off thing that's random and very, very difficult to find, only because of the amount of what's involved or what it takes to make such a village. And most villages spawn in very, very randomly. You've seen a lot of them fall in on hillsides. You've seen some of them fall in the water area. Not all villages will work with this this layout. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. I'll show you guys from the very, very beginning. You're going to notice there is a wall around the building, around the village. This secures the village. This is something that I do anyway to villages, but I usually just use fence posts. I don't go through the effort of making this crazy wall. These walls are 3 blocks high, and they have an upside-down step with a stair railing on top. So that way, it becomes more of a battlement than just a plain old simple wall. You can actually see who's coming to your village to see if somebody's going to come attack you, whatever the case may be. You'll also notice that there is kind of like a grand entrance. It's not like crazy grand, but in the sense that it does have 2 little like battlements in the very, very front right there, and it does have a secure area so villagers cannot leave the village area as well. This secures the villagers in as well as keeps them safe at the same time. You'll have a door. I wish we had drawbridges in the game of Minecraft. That would be quite amazing. Because you'll notice in the game itself, if you go to all of our weapons, tools, and armor, it's all medieval stuff, right? We got swords, we got pickaxes, axes, hoes, and then we have iron armor, gold armor, and diamond armor. Obviously, there's no such thing as that, but nonetheless, we have chainmail armor, leather armor. This is stuff that you would use in medieval times, not in today's world, right? There are no guns. There are no guns in the selection there. This is all fairly old, like a bow and arrow. This is old world stuff. So I'm surprised that we don't have something like a drawbridge in the game of Minecraft. Something that could drop down, four blocks away and allow for entrance to a structure. That would be rather cool. Again, you're gonna notice that for the most part, it is a basic village. I did add one structure here that isn't in any villages you've ever seen. Basically, an endless water supply. It looks like a little pond, a fountain, whatever you want to call it. It's just really, really basic, and I think that this should be in more areas. But it's an endless water supply at your village directly, so it's kind of nice to have. You'll also notice here on the inside, where you step inside, there are ladders or stairs going in either direction. This is your only way up and down to the battlements. If you want to make more stairs, that's up to you. But for the spawn-in portion of it, this would be the only area where you would actually have spawned-in ladders, only because of just sheer randomness. The front entry, the front gates, would be the only place where you go up towards the top, towards the battlements. You can also notice that all the walking paths are finished. They're complete, and there are multiples. They go through. They don't just cut through one area. You can also notice that there are way more buildings than normal, way more structures than normal. For the most part, all the structures are what you would see. Normal, basic, everyday structures. I did make some tweaks to them, like the what do you call it? The well. The well, for the most part, is fairly useless. It's also an endless water supply, but I went ahead and cleaned it up a little bit to what I think the well should look like. There should be steps up to the well. There should be something more decorative at the very top of this thing. And I also put at the very, very bottom here, I put a chest there. Because if you dive down to the bottom, you can get yourself a little goodie. There are not enough chests in villages. And I think if this is going to be a rare village, that it should have some rare finds as well. So this has a few extra chests in it than a normal village would just have. That would just have them in the forge, in the blacksmith's house, right? The blacksmith's house also, if you're a blacksmith, you have an anvil. So this will have an anvil in it as well. So this blacksmith's house will be unique in that sense. It also has a door going in to the blacksmith's house as well. And then you have the normal chest that's in here. But this blacksmith's house is going to be upgraded in the sense that it will have an anvil and a door. That's the only basic difference, other than a little bit of cosmetic change on the outside here, some stairs and whatnot. Also, all village doors, all buildings will also have doors. None of them will be doorless. There will be excess amount of villagers as well, and also an excess amount of farmland. So you'll have, what do we have here? We got 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 5 total gardens, growing various types of crops. And there are plenty of homes and houses. Another area you'll notice will have a chest is in the church. The church will have a chest in it. You can grab yourself a couple goodies in the church as well. And then there will be one guard. Hey, buddy. Hey, homie. Or multiple guards. These will be randomly generated, but you will see multiple. You will at least see one iron golem guarding the village from baddies. So you'll have a guard in the village. That would be something that's really, really cool. The sense that iron golems don't spawn in normally unless you have a lot of villagers somewhere in here, because this is a secure area and you do have a bunch of villagers. You'll need one guard. So we got one homie, one iron dude chilling out and guarding the people. So the people have themselves a guard here. Now, the houses themselves. So the basic houses, the ones that are shaped like this, like a T, kind of. And you'll also notice torches everywhere. This will keep the place properly lit up. It'll be every fifth post on the outside will have a torch on it. Plus, specific locations on the houses themselves will have torches on them as well. You'll also notice inside the house, it's not just a blank, empty slate. You'll have a bedroom, little decoration on the inside there, one bed, a chest for your stuff, just a little block of material right there, a crafting table, and a furnace in order to get started with your construction needs. So this is kind of like an all-encompassing, you show up and you can live here. This could be your realm. This could be your neighborhood. This could be your... you can build a castle on the outside of this, and this could be your village below your castle, in the sense that you have a ton of homes here, you have a ton of villagers here, and everything you need in order to get started in the game of Minecraft. You'll notice one structure here that's unique. It's different than all the rest of the structures. Now, I wish we had a variation of different structures in villages. Not just the same old structures, but for the most part, I kept them the same. I kept them identical for that purpose. I just added a lot more to it. This right here, this is the mining hut. We are in the game of Minecraft, but you got to go hunting for mines. This would basically drop a house that's 2 stories tall, one above ground and one below ground. What was that? And it basically has a chest and a furnace over here, and you have yourself a compass, or not a compass, a clock over here, so you can take with you if you want to when you go mining. And this opens up to a basic mine shaft. Whether the mine shaft actually exists or not, this could just be a solid block right here, and you can have to start your mine shaft on your own. But it's a mine nonetheless. This one just happens to be where a mine starts, or a cave starts. Sorry, not a mine. But this is the basic start of a mining mission right here. Your start of your very own cave to start mining for material. So this is a mining shack. You also notice the torches. I added some torches that look a little more like lanterns, a little more like lamps, street lamps, a little more updated from the basic old ones that are just the basic old ones were just basically 1, 2, I think it was three blocks, black wool, and it had 4 torches on it like that. That is the old style ones that are, well, they're currently in the game. They're not old. They're currently in the game right now. But I feel that this looks a lot more up to date, a little more like a regular street lamp. Now you can replace that portion there with a glowstone once you make your way to the nether. And that will be even cooler looking once it's all said and done. And that way you don't have to replace the light pole. You just replace the bulb itself. You're not using torches anymore. Now you're using a glowstone. A glowstone lamp. Anyways, dudes, this will have the crops that you also have here are going to be a bunch of random crops. It's not going to be all just wheat. It'll be a little bit of everything. So you'll notice here you have some, I think, carrots. We have wheat. We have beets over there. We got potatoes over there. So we got a bunch of really cool stuff growing as well. That's basically the gist of it, dudes. Oh, also, like I said, really basic cosmetic stuff other than a lamp in every single house. The floors will be complete. You notice that these are usually dirt floors. They will also be solid floors. The stairs will also be complete to every single house. So every house will be accessible. And like I said, all the paths will be finished. They will be done. So you know where to walk from one place to another. Including, like, this one's mixed. It's a mixed desert village with a plains, I think, biome village. But for whatever reason, the paths were mixed. I didn't build this whole village. I only added to parts of it. But you'll notice that they cross from the desert into the grass, and that's the way they looked. And I just cleaned them up a little bit. There's only one way in, the main entrance. Plus, over by the mine will always have 2 entrances on the backside. Now, if it's up against the hill, it will just randomly generate up against the hill. That will kind of hinder your exit on the backside. But nonetheless, that's the way it will appear in the game. Now, like I said, if you guys want to see more videos like this of things that I believe should be in the game of Minecraft, or things that you think that should be in the game of Minecraft, please let me know in the comment section below. I'd love to hear from you guys of different random cool things that you think should be within our amazing game of Minecraft that I still play on a daily basis, quite honestly. I really do love this game, and I love to share cool stuff like this with you dudes and dudettes. Anyways, dudes, if you guys did like this video, if you guys can smash that like button down below, it's greatly appreciated. And if you're at all new to this channel, if you guys can click that subscribe button, it helps the channel out a great deal. And while you're at it, if you click the little bell, it turns on notifications and lets you dudes and dudettes know when we upload our daily videos. And until next time, guys, see ya! Yeah.